Well, hello there once again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and hell, it's about time for Manowar Assault Squad 2. That's right, the beta now available by backing Call to Arms is now available if you have a CD key, and of course it's available for pre-order on Steam. Now, I've been bolstering this game for quite some time, and we're going to quickly go through some things here, as this is literally my first time starting it up. Over here in the upper right-hand corner, you can see my Steam name, Rat Pack Raptor, score, rank, everything should be 0, because obviously this is the first time turning it up. All I've done is turn the music down, and we all know why we can't have music on our videos. That's right. Anyway, so a couple of things. I noticed when I started it up, Bandicam was on the splash screen, and that's kind of interesting because that's what I use to record all of these, or almost at least most of these videos for live streaming. It's OBS, but anyway, Bandicam was something that seemed to hinder Men of War Assault Squad previously. Now, there's been a lot of different opinions from people of the Rat Pack about the stability of the game and the differences, but hell, let's push all that aside and let's just go into it for ourselves. I've been told there is an American mission to play and also multiplayer is available only between the Germans and the Americans. So we'll go ahead and select the mission 1 for the USA, the U.S. forces here, the Hurtgen Forest. We'll go ahead and start on easy, and we'll just let her go. So, really, first, I guess, opinion, first thing I'm noticing is the background here really is bleached out. Looks kind of nice. Really, it seems like a war film. I kind of like that. USA versus Germany. Hurtgen Forest near Arachten. Bazookas, Piats, Panzerschrecks. These are old tips, by the way, from the previous game. So let's get right into. Okay, here we go. Press continue. Okay, there's no comments, but it says, Major, thank goodness you've arrived. The Germans are charging our position. We must hold at all costs. So we have some defensive positions set up here. Looks like we've got a radar. Radar looks really nice, too. Ooh, that's real fluid. Across the... Oh, that's really nice. All right, looks like the Germans are making their way around that forest there. Beautiful. I'm going to stop real quick and just turn that music off, and we all know why. Oh, you know what? I actually, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully the game music doesn't, that's going to be copywritten already, isn't it, Octong? All right, so anyway, difficulty easy, quick menu here. Let's just go ahead and see. Everything pretty much looks like it usually is. Let's just go ahead and throw everything up to the top here. I know this is kind of you know, it's not very climactic, but this isn't just showing off the game. It's kind of showing off, you know, not just the gameplay, but the game itself. And so everything should be good here. Of course, multiplayer game, all that. Yeah, so we'll apply that. Actually, one thing I do want to make sure is, one thing that's important, at least for me, is I do like to make, under infantry controls, I like to make throwing frag grenade to be E, which should be bound to direct control on or off, which I don't care about, and AT grenade, which is F, which is, let's see, what is this, center on active unit. I'm going to go ahead and go, yeah. So basically, if you were to hit F, it would go on. It would, if you lost track of the unit you highlighted, it would highlight that. All right. Defend position for 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Let's do it. Got a machine gun nest here, heavy machine gun. Actually, it's marked as artillery heavy MG. Artillery as in probably that's the menu it's under. Here comes the Germans. A lot of sloppiness from the Germans here, just standing on the open. I guess they're not really interested in taking the position. They're just kind of interested in standing around and killing themselves. Wow. Really, it's really snappy. The animations are nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of our units. Everything's very similar to the old, oops, Men of War. I guess we have to grab this menu by the top. Oops, I can't even grab this menu here. So pressing I brings up the inventory. I can't even move the mini-map around at this moment. I guess we'll just turn it on. Booba wagon there. Something exploded in the back. Medic is marked here, I believe. Infantry experience is marked here. And it looks like we can buy some units. Nope, okay. We could probably drive this truck around a little bit in the future. I don't think we've taken any losses yet. Got a lot of men on the bags, though, jeez. Let's, actually, you know what? Oh, let's put our machine gun back. Whoa, where are you going? Alright, now we're going to go ahead and have him hop in the car. See what we can do. He's also carrying a bazooka. Oh, the vehicle's handled very nicely. Looks like we can even give him orders here. Repair. Oh, I see. It tells you right away that this is a repair vehicle, and maybe that he has move at will. Oh, okay. That's really nice. Oh, that's nice. Then you can see, without even having to click on a unit, whether it's told to hold fire or not. I like that. So we bumped into a... That's nice. Those tree stumps used to be nearly impossible to see, and that was a big pain in the ass in the old game. Okay, so anyway, we'll just have to hold here for another 45 seconds, and I don't know if you guys can hear me as clear, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn things down just a tick here, and we'll turn effects volumes down and everything else down. Again, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know this is, you know, usually first impression videos aren't something I do, but I've been hearing a lot of first impressions from everyone else, and I want to make sure you hear mine because as a frequent player of Men of War Assault Squad and a player ever since Men of War the original, there's been a lot of changes to this game, and every time they release a game, it seems like they focus on, you know, multiplayer. Well, first they focused on single player, then Assault Squad was about multiplayer. It says here an orange or yellow bar over your squad indicates they're pinned down, I believe. That was too quick to... Oh, okay, so just similar to Company of Heroes, this shows that they're possibly panicked due to the amount of fire that they're taking at this very moment. I guess we're going to have to move up and take that vehicle out. Let me actually put... if you hit M, by the way, you can kind of see... Oh, and it looks like we've got some vehicles arriving. I just heard it. HQ sent us reinforcements, including an armored vehicle, and I got a Baptism by Fire achievement, which actually is the name of the original game, first mission in the original Men of War. Okay, so we just pushed the Germans back, or at least held as we were supposed to. Great job. They're retreating, says the thing there, and I'm assuming there'll be different voice actors for there. Paul Williams telling us. I don't know if he's... Looks like he's a captain, possibly, so... I'm not sure exactly. Oh, this shows that it's a tank, armored vehicle. There should be a little different symbol for that, I'd say. Progress 15%, by the way, that's mission being done. We'll have to capture these additional points. It says your troops are now tasked with advancing. That was a very smooth scroll. Men of War scrolls during cutscenes used to be horrific, and now not so much. We could be here a while, though. Looks like we have to push up through this first defensive line, which is similar to ours. Looks like there's a good spot to take cover. Let's go ahead and take a look at the enemy positions. It looks like we have a couple of MG42s and maybe another one up here. Or is that a sniper? No, it just looks like regular riflemen. We're on easy, so I don't know if, by the way, putting it on hard, that's an MG42 right there. Or maybe it's a 34. It all depends. I say 42 because that's what it used to be. And then when we push up to the river, we're going to need infantry more, and then I get... Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Ooh. Okay, you normally don't see that. That is the flak. I guess it won't even tell us. Oh, 38. Yes, okay. Quad barrel 38. I wanted it to say the name before I said it, so that way I could see whether or not it was accurate. And then the final flag, and I think all of these silver things are they vehicles, or are they... Looks like they could possibly be vehicles. There seems to be one here. Before we advance, let's just figure it out. Is there an MG in that little bunker? No. Looks like some rocks or some concrete barrier was taken out. Ah, yes, it is a vehicle. Kubel wagon sitting there. Okay, or at least a Kubel. All right, let's get it done. Let's have some fun. Let's rock and roll with what we got. One of the things we can do, if you're unaware, is capture enemy vehicles. And unfortunately, this one doesn't look like it can be repaired. But the vehicle like this Kubel here can be captured. We can have our guy get in it, but I'm going to tell him not to do that because I know it's been damaged. We go ahead and click repair. He'll pull a repair kit that's in the trunk, and he'll start repairing. The same goes for this truck here, but that's basically just for ammunition and or troop transport, so it's basically worthless. It looks like the vehicle here probably has been destroyed. The guns here look a little too bleached out. I really can't even tell what that is, actually, by looking at it, at least at first glance. One thing I do want to do is use X to examine what's in this vehicle, and we can actually pull the repair kit out of this if we need it. This could have been hull destroyed, which is why we can't use it or repair it, but we can grab the machine gun out of here and also the repair kit, but we'll leave that alone. And then we're going to go up here and see. Looks like we can even get in this truck, but looks like there's some TNT, some Panzerschreck rockets, and some fuel and repair kits. Nothing too extravagant there. If we crawl up on them, they're probably going to see us. They're in some pretty good defensive positions. Good cover on the right, too. What I want to do is, of course, no plan ever survives with the enemy, but I would like to swing right and with our vehicle and actually make sure we're on HE 37 mil and let our guy get back. Looks like that Jeep. Don't want to hit anybody. Looks like. Oh, by the way, the men too will, if they're in the way, will jump out of the way. So that's really cool. We're going to get a couple of riflemen loaded up in our Jeep. Looks like this is a medic, so we don't want him to get behind.
Yes, sir.
Or we don't want him to be on the front lines. Looks like we lost quite a bit of dudes, too. And actually, the computer controls some of them, so maybe we're actually supposed to advance with half the force. That's kind of weird. Very important we advance, but I guess it's showing a kind of a dramatic effect that troops need to stay behind in order for us to advance. You know, there needs to be a defense just in case we don't succeed. Alright, so this is the squad we get. This is, I think, the maximum. Oh, looks like there are a few more men back here. Actually, that may have gotten out of the truck as it arrived, or just arrived with the Greyhound, I should say. That's the truck we had earlier. Looks like that guy has a bazooka, so he's going to be very valuable in our advance. And all the other infantry, if you look on the mini-map to the left, in green, friendly units are displayed, and blue, our current units that we're commanding are displayed. So we'll go ahead and get down. Oh, you know what? That's one thing I should change. Spacebar was originally my button to tell them to get down. That's one thing you'll need to remember in Men of War Assault Squad and Men of War Assault Squad 2, is that you will need to have your men dropped. There you go, stance down. You basically want them to lay the hell down. I don't really care about the change ammo thing, because I usually do that just with the mouse. But anyway, clicking it twice tells them to lay down, and that is incredibly important, especially with machine gun fire. Right now our Greyhound's targeting that MG, and it looks like it took down the unit that was on there. So we'll drive up here. Direct control, by the way, holding control, ironically gives you control of the vehicle, and allows you to, I mean, why waste men when we can just have our machine gun, or our Greyhound with its machine gun. It has a 50 cal, 30 cal, and a 37mm on it. Why do anything else when it can just clear out most of the heavier positions? We'll let him move up a little bit. He did hit some of the concrete, so next thing we're going to do is let the Kubel get up here. And we do have 2 dudes on the Kubel. If you quickly hit control, it'll make the guy who's a passenger hop on the gun. And we're going to make sure he's not on move on his own. We want him to stay exactly where he is, so he can only fire on important positions. So our Greyhound will open up as soon as it sees anything. And it's not perfect, but it works. Put a couple men on the wall. And this is a very good defensive position for us. And we'll actually have another guy kind of take... Oh, you know what? That's our machine gunner. You can see in the lower left-hand corner. And it also says there, as well as their name, Leonard Foster. So you're not just throwing hordes of men into battle. These people have names and lives.
Got it, sir.
But sometimes you have to disregard that in order for the mission. And that's just the way it's played. That debris there that you saw blow up into the air was part of that MG-42. So this first defensive line is pretty much captured, other than clearing out the trenches of enemy infantry, which will be pretty easy. Pushing trees out of the way stops your vehicle, or at least slows it down until it fully tips over. And my God, look at that. Take manual control of that. Some machine gun fire coming from over there, I believe. And if this crew, by the way, in the vehicle gets killed, you don't have to upgrade or anything. You just basically have to... oh, little chicken there. Little chickenito. All you have to do is put another man in it, and they'll take over responsibility. Right now, the engine block's been hit. The vehicle's still functional. We can still shoot with the machine gun. He's reloading. He'll start opening fire as soon as he can. And again, with the beginning here, no need to waste infantry. Just kind of keep your infantry in cover so they can effectively take out enemy units. We want all of our men to move in a squad here. So before moving, they will rearm. I wish they all... I don't understand. That's bad AI right there. Walking all the way around there when you could just hop down into the trench.
Enemy is ahead.
I wanted them up on the line so they could shoot, but apparently they're not shooting it either. Still some mild frustrations from Men of War. A lot of you who see me play, it's like, hey man, why are you so, man, you know. The AI of that game was extremely frustrating and not cooperative, if you want to say that, in the least. So, yep, you want to always keep your main guns ready. Keep everybody on their machine gun. This guy, by the way, if you hold over it, it does say M1 Grand if you look in the lower left, and also AP grenade M61. Kind of nice that it tells you it's AP, so you don't accidentally select a anti-infantry grenade if you're trying to kill a tank. So most of this has been cleared out, and looks like the Kubel's repaired. We'll probably have some German armor to deal with after capturing this. Oh, really? We lost our engine again. Yeah, that's, by the way, these vehicles are pretty much only for quick defense. The reason you bring up a Kubel is to defend behind a flag, and we're just going to drive through this Oh, wait a minute. In the original Man of War, you could kind of just plow through the... Let's see if that's still... Oh, yeah. Okay. I just hit some...
We have captured a strategic position.
Alright, saving progress. That's good. Alright, we are going to bring up most of our infantry now. We'll get out... Ooh! That game crashed. Oh, wow. He deflected a AT shot. These two AT guns are just going to get run over. Yeah, that's the way you do it. Keep driving. Oh, looks like the tank's down. Repair and recover the damaged Allied tank. That's looks like a Sherman 76 up there, and that's a Stuart. HQ sent us reinforcements along with armored
Reinforcements
support.
have arrived.
That flank there was very important. I thought we would have to actually deal with that unit ourselves, and it looks like no. Possibly one AT gun. Looks like Air Force is dropping ammo box near our location. Look for red smoke. It's not going to be too important for us. By the way, I believe you can use a repair kit as many times as it takes. It's not... Oh, yeah, that scared the hell out of me. That used to be radio op. That means explosion. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's in our ammo drop here. And let's see here. What goodies do we have? A repair kit, some AT rifle rounds, which Americans don't get an AT rifle, some SMG and MG ammo, and some smoke grenades. One thing we can do is take MG ammo from the box and bring it over. This is, by the way, how you mostly rearm these things. You see 1,500 rounds in the 30 cal and 200 rounds in the 50 cal. If you just go ahead and double click, it'll transfer all the rounds each box, you know, times 100, and we'll put it up to what, 23,000 rounds. So perfect. Not like we had to do that or anything. I wonder if it even carries heavy machine gun rounds. No, it doesn't. No HMG. But it does have a repair kit in it, so if we ever lose, if a unit completely gets blown up, that's not going to be too big of a problem. If it loses its repair kit, we can find another one in there. Alright, so we've got a German defensive position here at that radio, and that antenna sticking out of the ground, and then it looks like really a makeshift... Is that an... It's good to look around before you advance, by the way. No real stationary guns. Looks like there's an officer there. He's just giving line of sight, and it looks like it's pretty clear. Looks like the Germans actually lost their AT guns, which is great. Yeah, really great. So let's get moving. Alright, so let's move up with our armored car. Our Greyhound, or armored vehicle, whatever you want to call it. And our Stuart's going to be important as well. Vehicles should always be accompanied by infantry, but since I know that we're basically pretty clear. Ooh, except for that. I did not know you were going to be there, sir. Okay, hold on a second. This is not good. Ooh, hull damage now. Okay, that's where that repair kit comes in handy. I actually thought that vehicle was dead because it was just parked against the Sherman, so I guess it goes to show you need to look at the mini-map, which probably was displayed. Hull destroyed on that, or hull damage rather, means that the crew is probably knocked out. That guy there is actually going to have to repair it. So we'll see if we can get him on repair duty. In the meantime, screw you, Germany. We're taking out that armored car that shot at us, that 222, which has a what is it, 20mm on it, so not good. And that's a miss. Hit into the ridge there. There we go, main gun damaged on that. And hull damage. So that'll make the crew abandon it. And now we'll bring up our infantry to defend that armored car. So it's, by the way, in multiplayer I would have spread out and set up defensive positions, but I know this is going to be pretty light. I actually haven't watched anyone else do this. I'm really just winging it. But when you play a game like Men of War Assault Squad so much, it's, you know, business as usual when it comes to taking enemy positions and pushing up like that. So we've got, actually, you know what? Another cool thing you can do, by the way, is instead of having men get out of vehicles, you can have them get very close to supply things like this. This is not recommended, and I don't even know if it'll run over it, but yeah, there we go. So he ran over it. That's something you're going to want to avoid in the future, some derpy AI there, which basically means all that stuff's gone. We can actually transfer everything over into repair kits. I don't think anything else is important, maybe the smoke grenades. But now it's completely gone because of the incompetence of the vehicle. But if you ever have a supply truck come up to a tank, you can just directly supply the... wow, look at that. AI is trying to back up that way. Silly. But anyway, if you park a vehicle next to a supply truck, you can just basically transfer them over lickety-split like that. Shout out to Boogie, by the way, for teaching me that so long ago. Little tips and tricks like that that'll keep you alive and kind of let you have a better time. So I'm really liking this. It's really fluid. The response on units is great. The AI pathing is a little meh, but not too bad. As you see, I told these guys to get behind the bags, and they don't see the importance of that. So that little orange thing, we'll have them hop over it. Let's see if they do that. Can't even master that either. So, you know, there's still some issues. And, like, for instance, these guys are deciding to run all the way around. They could have just ran past this guy about, you know, a meter away, but decided to take the long route. So, and these things, by the way, are like these, I don't know if they're supposed to be like supply, but it's kind of like those dirt things they build in Iraq to build dirt fortresses. Okay, so this vehicle will be repaired soon. We're going to have some infantry crawl up. Actually, you know what? We can get right on that wall. By the way, what is this? There's like concrete walls just for no reason. I don't get it. Anyway, looks like we've got some krauts there, so they can't exactly have line. They don't see them yet, so they can't open fire. So what we will do is we're gonna bring up this group. And we're gonna do a little stealth operation. We're going to crawl across the road on the left side with a grenade and just see if we can toss it into that pit. We're going to take Mr. Brian Watson here and just have him crawl on over. SMG guys, by the way, come with, let's see if we can find one. Here's our medic. SMG guys come with 2 grenades and an AT grenade and a smoke grenade. Riflemen, just one grenade. If you hold control and you select a grenade like I have, you see now there's this little red attack marker. That means I'm carrying an explosive, but wherever that little white dot is on the screen, that's where he's going to throw it. His maximum range of throwing is what seems to be like 18, I think it is, meters. Now, if we throw this in here, these Germans may actually, that officer there may just toss it to the side and dive, and could shoot me if I try to take him out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold. You see the thing ticking down? I'm going to toss. Grenade's cooked, and see, I released it just a little bit too early. But that's kind of how it's done when taking out the enemy like that. We have our M1 Grand, so I'm going to try to... Maybe I can get the jump on him since that wasn't so successful. Oh, look at that. He's smart. Look at that. He's actually following me. That's really smart. Okay, let's try that grenade cooking. One more time. I guess he wanted to get out of there. So anyway, he may have been running out to try to attack us or something, but anyway, that was actually pretty funny. So anyway, you guys know how a grenade toss works now, though I wasn't as successful on it. That's kind of how you were supposed to do it in Assault Squad. Could be a little different here. Though these games are very similar, I see a lot of differences that I very much appreciate. So let's continue on with the mission. Let's get her done. Let's look for AT on the map. Looks like we've got, actually very important would be to look for bazooka men. We have a machine gunner there. That's an HVT, high value target. Something you're going to want to take out first. Another MG42 right there at the main flag. And... ooh, there's a bazooka team right there. They're going to be deadly if we go over to that right side. So when we cross, we're probably, and actually that's what hit the side of the Sherman's armor, and we can repair that. Right now I put another guy into the Greyhound, and we're going to need one more to have a loader for the main gun, a driver, and a machine gunner for the heavy machine gun at top. Our light tank here, our Stewart's going to go first. Switch him over to 37mm HE. And we'll clear out most of the infantry. Anything that the tanks can't clear out, we're just going to go ahead and hand over to the infantry. So we're just going to go ahead and fire. So again, tanks first, then infantry. And infantry can come up, by the way, with us to kind of, you know, watch out for any sort of attack. But you'll see both of these units are just going to come right up front and start shooting. And we'll have our Kuba wagon come on over. And hopefully open fire on anything on the right. We should be able to drive over most light things, though the AI pathing won't let you drive over this stuff. You can definitely drive over it, through it. And we'll stop right here. This tent will disappear, and there you go. Got a nice machine gun position. He'll open fire as soon as he can. That says most cannons, vehicles, tanks, container repair box. I think the Kubel actually just took a hit, yeah. So every time that engine block gets hit, man, it just goes down. It's telling us a lot of tips and things that I'm telling you as well, so if I don't read them, feel free to read them for yourself. A lot of good information in there, and a lot of things that I may forget. So anyway, there's going to be more videos of this in the future, so go ahead and hit that subscription button as soon as you can, and we'll go ahead and keep making great videos for you. Other Metal War Assault Squad gameplay videos as well, so you know, just tons of fun to be had from every direction. Speaking of directions, we can go forward now, and actually there's like one German left over here. Where is he? I don't know. In that pit. So we're gonna actually have this whole group come up and just crawl up on him. We'll have them run out of the trenches and then sneak up on him. They should automatically throw a grenade if he is able to be hit by a grenade. If they can toss something over a wall and kill somebody, they will. The AI is usually smart enough for that. In fact, there are even some trees you can crawl in with infantry as well. So infantry are pretty, well, they're pretty stupid, but they're pretty effective in this game. And in fact, some of the best players, shout out to people like Little Chinito, Hansy, Oogie, everybody else, Brigham. The people I play with are just gods among men when it comes to playing. I don't claim to be the best. That's why I get so frustrated sometimes, you know, because a lot of the times things don't go the way you wish in this game. This multiplayer campaign, or this single player campaign, I should say, is going my way so far. But anyway, you see the turrets doing a lot of these weird, like, you know, want to go to rehab, but I said no. I still don't know what that is. It's them debating between what targets to shoot at. I really don't know what that hesitation's about. I understand the AI doesn't want to just fire rounds all day, but it is trying to keep its eyes on certain targets. By the way, a nice tip here is, you see that machine gunner there, and he keeps giving us trouble. You know, we can't really hit him with an AT shell. If you do switch to AP, you can shoot right in through the bags, as I am trying to do here. And if you slice through the bags, maybe this is different in this one, but you can actually put a shell right through the bags. Let's see if we can do that now. Alright, well, it doesn't seem to be working. They may have fixed that, but it does make sense that an AP round meant to penetrate the sides, you know, the steel of an enemy tank should be able to go through some sand and canvas. Well, speaking of sand and canvas, the enemy's hiding behind a ton of theirs. And by this way, this map is very difficult. This mini-map on the right is kind of difficult for me to get used to because, wow, AT group taken out on the right. Because it looks like there's a lot more infantry around than there actually is. You see there's like two big squares here on the map, and it looks to me like a plot of infantry. So I'm thinking about, well, why don't I select this all? But I know it's just the two big vehicles sitting there. And that's kind of a mind, screwing with my mind. This guy's got our MG42, by the way, the guy we picked up from earlier. And it's nice, by the way, over here you see every little different thing. You see there's a medic there, vehicles. I like that. Let's go ahead and have this guy. Yep, he's going to open fire from here. And I think it's time we start rolling in to be more effective. So instead of cowering in the back, we're going to actually push up. Now that, unfortunately, that AA gun was taken out. See, that guy was probably getting ready for a grenade. That machine gun man blasted the whole time. Finally dead. There's probably some more men around here. They probably will throw AT grenades, but I don't see them. And they're on the mini-map. There's a way, there should be a way, by the way. If you hold V, you can see all the dead bodies. So that's very important. And then C, I think, shows items. Yes. So you can see like MP40s on the ground. You can see a rifle right over here. So if you had a man who dropped a gun, apparently that's Marty McFlying its way out of existence. But anyway, we can get on repairing these two vehicles as soon as we have the area a little bit more secure. So let's push up with our infantry. Even though they get shot at. Oh my god. Whoa. Let's keep him pinned down while we have Mr. Terry Turner go on a secret operation. Oh, and he's down. Okay, so yeah, you have them get pinned. Either they're gonna have to shoot at you and take fire and die, or you're gonna throw a grenade. And that's kind of how those operations work. Let's bring up another group of infantry, get everybody on this line. There's going to be a lot of infantry there. Not recommended in multiplayer to put so many people behind an objective, or behind a wall near an objective like that, but that's where the enemy will fight you at the hardest, whether you're playing multiplayer or single player. The enemy will put up a hell of a fight there. I'm running out in the middle of the open, no big deal. I knew there was only one guy there, so only one of our dudes would die. I'm trying to speed things up for you. And I don't know where the infantry is there. But let's capture our center flag, and maybe the enemy will just disappear. If they run, these guys on the right, on the left will take them out. One thing I just did think of that I really should tell you is, in Meta War Assault Squad and Assault Squad 2, if there was an AT gun up there and we wanted to back up, if you wanted to back up here to get completely out of the enemy's range, look at that. Your tank shows its weakest part to the enemy. It shows the booty. You don't want it to do that. So one thing you should do is when you're telling vehicles to reverse, hold shift.
We have captured a strategic position.
Hold shift and click just behind it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it'll go to each little waypoint, and it should back itself up all the way across the river. And of course it will move a little bit slower through the river, but at least it's showing its front armor, which if it's a small enough caliber AT gun, you won't die. So something we can buy now from the menu is the Stewart. We can also buy some support units, which are the supply truck and M8. Looks like we've got another thing of ammo coming in, which is nice. Probably won't need it. And also we've got snipers, flamethrowers, AT, and infantry that we can buy as well. Still don't know where the hell those Germans are on the map. Apparently, I don't know, is there one guy in there?
Get fire now!
Oh, there he is, little sneaky. Little sneaky. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, let's cook a grenade. And let's see what happens. So we're about halfway there, living on a prayer. Alright, that was about the better way to do that. Eliminate an enemy tank. Okay. So that's coming up next. We can repair these vehicles, I guarantee it. We'll put our own machine gun up on the line, and we'll get a couple of other guys off the line. Preferably, if you're going to capture a vehicle, use riflemen. Riflemen are valuable because they have sandbags, but you may want to actually use them because if you use the submachine gunners, and by the way, always remember to bring up stuff from the back too when you're playing in single player. Just look around in your mini-map and select like that. But if you use submachine gunners, that's kind of the loss of a AT grenade and a smoke grenade, and those are very, very valuable. But we'll use it's okay for repairing. Those guys are alright for repairing, but you definitely don't want them to actually man the vehicle. That would be bad. So let's go ahead and get in some better cover here. Again, if a mortar round was to land here, every one of these guys would be toast. So something you'd probably want to do is put a few men on the front line. Maybe keep our machine gunner up here along with somebody else. And there you go, they're already unloading on that side. So an enemy tank, let's take a look at what it is. Oh, was that it right there? Oh, crap. That is a Panzer N, 3N. Ooh, and he's shooting. Alright, we tracked him. Tank combat, right, this is going to be quick. That shoots kind of an angled shell that's very dangerous against our tank, but if we can hit him in the side, which he's tracked at this moment, we should... Green marker is good, by the way. If we can hit him in the side and show him our front armor without hitting... Oh, there we go, hull damage, there you go. So hitting him in the side is very valuable. Half track, same thing there, boom, boom. 37, very quick, by the way. Those Krauts are really counterattacking nicely. Ooh, Lucius. Oh no, Raptor, it's a Lush. Luke's. Yes, I know. We call it the Lucius. It's our affectionate name for the vehicle. And the little N over here. That's kind of nice. It's like an F1 meets a 3. It's cute. Oh, and hull destroyed on that. So, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. If you move into a good position, you're good to go. Speaking of good position, actually, we don't want submachine gunner. You know, I'm not going to spend all day, though, on picking the right infantry for it. You just remember to do it. However, I'm going to keep my machine gunner and medic. And that's another medic there. Let's see. Let's hop out of the Kubel. It's not really important at this moment, and we'll get our men into our tank. I believe. Hopefully that guy doesn't have a bazooka. I believe to fully crew one of these vehicles, it says crew 5 and speed 32. I don't know what the 9 means actually. I think it might mean something to do with the accuracy. Ask Boogie, not me. So and another medic. Jeez, you could never get enough medics in the regular one, but now or in the old game. Let's. Oh, is it everybody submachine gunners today? And down below, we want to make sure we have a. You want to make sure that little target sign for the tank is the gunner, the steering wheel is the driver, the bullets are the loader, and you should see something where it looks like a couple of like I guess chevrons or something for the commander. I guess it would be chevrons, would it? I guess it is. Yeah. I thought it was a star, but yes, it is chevron. So we're going to try to load these vehicles up. So as you can see, gunner comes first, and we're going to turn our tank. And actually, let's head down the road. It looks like we've got another rifleman here, but they should be good to go. And we'll take the final position and get out of here. I know it's been kind of a longer video, but I'm happy to kind of have some real success in this first impressions. And I'm really seeing a lot of nice, I don't know, it just looks nice. It looks similar, but it looks nicer. And it feels like the old game was a beta, Man of War Assault Squad. But I must say, even though I play, you know, AAA titles and games that have bigger budgets like War Game Air Land Battle, I mean, did you see how that tank stopped there? I mean, look at that. It stops, and, you know, the suspension kind of makes it bounce forward a little bit. I mean, there's some details there. This isn't just, you know, Company of Heroes was great, but this game has a little bit more of my affection just because I think it just does some things that I think should really happen. If you send infantry out in front of a machine gun, you know, like there's a machine gun in there, which there's not, we probably killed him. Oh, actually, it's just a rifleman to the side. But, you know, if you run your men out in front of a machine gun and lose them all, that's what's going to happen. And there's a experience system to this game as well that I haven't yet talked about. And it's about unlocking units in multiplayer. That we'll get into a little bit later. And I'm indifferent at this moment and whether or not it'll be good or bad. But actually, that's a pack of 38. That's not good. We want that gun. Use HE to kill those, by the way. AP, you could pierce through it and damage the gun. But we're going to try to blow it up, blow it the hell up. And we just hit some trees now with our HE round. And if we wait forever here, we're going to die, but it looks like we got him first. I didn't see that from before. We could get the German tank. We could repair all day, but we're not going to do that. We can just advance on our own. We'll be safe. By the way, one-clicking with tanks will make them move at regular speed, so infantry can support them. Double-clicking, they double-time it. And they'll speed up to their maximum speed. It may take a little bit. Lighter tanks, of course, can speed up faster and have a higher maximum speed. And holy crap, there's an AT gun there. So exactly as I showed you before, I was holding right-click and it's backing up. Sometimes you can kind of manage it a little bit more, but now we're in for a real battle here. Germans are really fighting back good on this one. So we're going to keep our infantry moving up. Looks like the crowds were trying to get behind or get up to our tank there. Always keep some defense around your previous flag too, because if the Germans move up and capture it, you're going to have to recapture, and that's no fun. Looks like we did a nice flank and spank there. We got them in the side, and looks like our men are taking cover behind some bags there. I hope they drop down into this thing. Now, see, they should just drop down. They went for the crater, but anyway, let's put them on the left side. So they're pointing out. So they're looking both ways there, and that's okay with me. Alright, so let's have our 222 go up on a stealth operation. Now that gun's facing our Stuart, but the 222 should be able to come up on the flank of that AT gun and just wipe it out. A lot of little rocks here will knock our 222 out, so we want to steer clear. German there might throw an AT grenade, you'll see that, and a miss. And yeah, that's usually what happens, is you'll do a little reverse homeboy. There's the AT gun. I'm going to go ahead and open up on that. Oop, it's turning towards us. Screw you. But one thing you can do is, although you may be purchasing Men of War Assault Squad, you're also purchasing Grand Theft Auto. That's right. We just stole his AT gun there. Boy, is that guy embarrassed. He's trying to get his gun back, but no can do, my friend. That is now American property, along with this German 222. So you can GTA in this game, really, really cool, if you didn't know that. We can also repair any unit on the battlefield so long as it doesn't have a crew in it, and steal it for our own. We can set this AT gun up anywhere and pretty much use it as a defensive position back at base. If you were playing multiplayer, this is something you'd want to do, go back to where you came from, and back from your previous flag and defend it a little more. So even if your attack fails, you can still counterattack the enemy. But you hit that little chain and she'll quickly attach and detach. And I believe the crew will even ride with it, though we shot the Germans off that one. Also, alternatively, I could have run it over. But now it's time for our final push, and that should be it. So we're going to avoid the right side a little bit because there's a lot of... Actually, hold on a second. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. There's a vehicle with a man behind it. Oh, there he is. Okay, that guy actually might have another AT grenade, so we're going to hold with our Sherman. But we'll bring up our lighter armor, and I mean our lighter armor. I consider the Sherman to be light armor, but we're going to bring up the rest of our guys and finish off that center flag. So here we go. Let's push through, switch back to HE, which it is. Have our tank come up, and the AT position on the left's been taken care of, so we should be clear. We do have a good look at the map. There's nothing to our left. The Germans may send a tank or something next. I could lose that tank, who knows. But I'm pretty... Boy, it seems like this is rehearsed. I'm actually wildly delighted with how this occurred. Looks like we killed a German there who may have jumped down from up here. That guy's dead. If you're ever in doubt, too, if an eye pops up, it means they're dead and you can examine their inventory, so don't worry about it. Looks like we're going to just kind of fight out in this last position. Little German MG firing up there. Got our 222 firing back. We're driving in reverse, by the way, which I don't mind too much because I know AT's not around, so it's not a big deal. But we got a lot of men on the line. Wow, why did you do that? And one thing you want to shoot at there, 222, is the men in the bunker. That's better target priority. By the way, this game a lot is about fighting your enemy and about the AI. I mean, you saw our little AA gun there try to shoot at the Panzer II, and that could have been a friendly unit even. The enemy's the AI's incompetence can be the deadliest enemy sometimes. So the 222's rolled up, pretty much unopposed now with no AT around. Chaparral, our Stewart, is doing good. You can tell I've been playing a little bit too much of a different favorite of mine. Anyway, we're moving up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in Washington, D.C., because we're claiming this for Uncle Sam. Let's go ahead and finish off the enemy. And by the way, the nice thing about these 222s is that the rounds they fire are explosive, so they do a lot of splash damage to any infantry that's around. Final guy in the middle has been taken care of. I don't know if there'll be a counterattack or if we'll have to hold anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this guy over here on one of the flanks with the bazooka, because they could come up with a hello. I have it on easy too, by the way. I guess that's something I should have, you know, I guess I shouldn't feel so proud of myself. It's been a lot, you know, easier because of how easy I set it on. But
we have captured a strategic position.
Anyway, that's the third line of defense, and that's the mission, Conqueror. All right, so let's see what the briefing is here. Look, oh, see, look, our 222, our men on the line. Major setup defenses around our new field headquarters. Reports indicates the Germans are going to attack. Oh boy. Well, I guess we will cover defense now. Holy crap. All right. Jeez. I didn't expect that. Think here just for a second. Oop. Okay. Oh, I see. Enemy forces are going to come in from multiple areas. Okay. So one thing I'm going to want to do is submachine gunners are going to be really great in positions like the factory. Tanks like the Stewart are going to be kind of better in the back, and it looks like a few of these guys are turning red. I don't, maybe low ammo. We want everybody to move up, so why don't you guys get out of the back there? Okay, so we want to set up defenses. Plan your, you know, place your defending forces. Okay, place them carefully now, Raptor. All right. So we got riflemen. Riflemen will be great up here. Submachine gunners will be great on the line. And a lot of these guys, actually, you can see their experience level with the kind of dots they have next to their gun at the bottom. So obviously, you know, airborne rangers will have more of an accuracy than, say, a conscript. We'll put our 222 in the back as well, and we'll use this as kind of a rush unit. If some other light unit comes up, we'll use them as that. Actually, you know what? This thing's not cooperating. So we're gonna have to do it ourselves. We got a minute and 43 left. That's not a lot of time. I wish that was a little different. Backing up. Alright, and we'll kind of hide over here, no big deal. No big deal. So you can see the maneuvering sometimes can be a nightmare. If I was doing this to try to kill an enemy, you know, artillery unit that was harassing our whole group, our whole team, you know, could be a bad day. So I'm hiding them back here so I can flip around and take out anybody up there. One thing we want to do is I could spread out the entire area and cover everything, like these searchlights or something. Like each one of these look like they're a good defensive position, and they could be, but I want to be a little bit more tight. I want crossfire. I want crossfire to crossfire, crossfire. Basically, you want to make sure that happens. So we're gonna keep medics in the back.
Got it, sir.
We're gonna keep riflemen on the front. We're gonna get our Sherman tucked in there. We're gonna get our Stewart kind of in reserve towards the back, and we'll put our Greyhound. Man, it looks like, did we kill that AT gun? Oh, you know what? Too bad we drove that other AT gun all the way back there. We basically forfeited it. That would have been a real nice unit to have, but we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Make sure every man you got is in a trench or behind a bag or around a corner. We're going to want to defend the left side like this, actually. And the Germans can sneak through any area. By the way, I think that red is obviously low ammo, so that's something we probably should consider. But we should be good for now. I don't know how long we'll have to hold, but if we take any losses, shouldn't be a problem. We also have the Stewart and the Sherman we can call in now. So if we have a loss, unfortunately, this is the M4A3 Sherman and not the M4. Wait, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. That's the. This is the 76, and this is just the regular Sherman. Okay, yes. So this one does have a better barrel. So if we lost this Sherman, we're going to have a bad time. So we got a whole factory complex to defend here. Looks like the Germans are coming in with troops first. Let's go ahead and spread some of our men out. Looks like a lot of them have been alive a long time, which explains their lack of ammunition. I don't know if the enemy can see that marker either. I would hope not, though. But it is nice to kind of let you know when a machine gunner is low ammo. This happens to be a rifleman who has, again, I can't move this, but it looks to be, well, he actually has 60 machine gun rounds. I don't know how the hell that works. Here comes our defense, though. Germans just getting obliterated. Looks like a vehicle's coming down the road. Really nice smoothing from this, smooth scrolling from this game. Looks like a Kubel making its way through the factory. We shouldn't have too much of a too much trouble at all defending this position. A lot of German infantry coming in now. Maybe want to double think getting on the getting men to pick up some ammunition if they need it. Double clicking fills the whole thing. I think right clicking maybe change. Ooh, whoa. Oh, okay, our 2-2. Oh, wait a minute. We have a Bofors here. A 40mm M1 Bofors L60. So that's a 40mm anti-aircraft gun. That's basically better autocannon than what we have here with our Mr. 20, or our 222 rather, with the 20mm. So as you can see, infantry's in good cover, really good defensive positions. Kind of sloppy work on the left, but I'm kind of just keeping in defense of the other vehicles. I would actually rather lose the Greyhound before the Stuart at this time. Looks like there was a Lucius firing. There it is. Let's go on a quick flank and spank, which basically means coming up on the side of the... Okay, I guess we're coming up on the side of them. He saw us there. I guess there's a German. By the way, right-clicking will switch between main gun and secondary. So as you saw there, I needed to kill some troops out in the open. You know, I shoot at them, and then if that guy died, which he didn't, moving up on this vehicle. Oh, and there you go. Showing side armor, by the way, bad idea. And that means hull destroyed, which means that vehicle is out. That vehicle's completely out. We do have our heavy machine gun that we could steal, but unfortunately is empty. We're going to actually have this guy run back now. They're opening up pretty good. So got a little greedy with the Greyhound trying to flank there. We only have to hold for another 10 minutes, so not a big deal. We do have multiple Luciuses coming in, the Lukes there. And I did have this guy grab a repair kit just in case we need it. It's going to be a lot better for these, for the Stuart to be up here. And unfortunately, these guys are bleeding. This will not happen in multiplayer. Medics can heal bleeding men or dudes who are, I don't know, knocked out or whatever and need a morphine. And we'll actually turn to our side here. Main gun was damaged there. You see some Germans. If they get too close, they are going to throw AT grenades, so make sure that doesn't happen. We're going to have our medic come up here and heal these guys. They were regular infantry, a couple of them, so they can help defend the. They can help to defend that that Stuart there. Vehicle exploded there. Get your medics back, by the way, when you're done. No need for them to be on the line. We'll put him behind the wall. He'll be out of line, out of the line of sight, out of my... Stuart there could be damaged if it's a nice side hit, but I doubt it. Telling the vehicle, by the way, to target vehicles will have it switch from HE, which is anti-personnel or anti-anything, to anti-tank. And it looks like we've been double-tracked now, which means we're not going to move, and we're not going to move for a hell of a long time. Germans coming in here. Crew injured on that. Germans are getting a little close for comfort. Gotcha. A couple more next to the barrels. Nice sweeping pattern on that. By the way, just like a regular machine gun, the more you shoot, the less accurate it is, so shoot and burst. It's pretty accurate there. Gonna have our medic come back again. And we do want some more infantry around our tank because, you know, obviously we don't want them coming up and throwing an AT grenade or just damaging our tank in any sense. This guy's just got a handgun, but he can hold his own if anybody gets close. The Germans will probably not take this position with a 40. And I think, depending on the difficulty, they may give you different vehicles to use and or different vehicles to defend with at different points in the game. So it looks like the Germans have lost a lot of Lucii, or Luciuses, or Lukes, as some people say, but I know it's Lucius. And this vehicle, by the way, this Bofors is not on my control. That's just the computer shooting. In fact, there's a machine gun here and a machine gun there, which I don't think we would have otherwise get unless I played on easy. So keep that in mind if you're just here for the skirmishes. Skirmishes are pretty neat, but again, I think this mission is unique, and I don't think they'll all be like this, but that is, of course, to be determined. Some machine gunner here waiting behind the tank. That could be good, because if infantry got around on the left side and the turret of the tank isn't able to fire, you can just, you know, quickly come over here and get back to cover behind the tank. Alright, reports indicate reinforcements are on the way. Keep it up. We have to defend our position, so it shouldn't be long until our reinforcements come. The Germans have now gotten desperate and are attacking with transports. Obviously, the German transport Blitzkrieg was very popular towards the beginning of the war, I guess. Looks like a couple vehicles now. 222, or 223, which is just armed with machine gun. And the Lucius there, which has the 20mm as well as an MG34, crew of 3, speed 38, etc., etc. Alright, so they'll be coming in right on our attack marker. I don't even know if this Sherman's really... Well, it has fired a few times, but I haven't really I mean, these autocannons are doing such a good job against these light vehicles. You see track damage, hull damage, another type of damage over here, maybe main gun. That may have been hulled there. Oh, this is tracked. That ain't going nowhere. Shake your head. It's disbelief. On the left side, we see a couple units breaking through. Oh, looks like the Germans got what was coming to them there. And they're not going to be able to flank too well there. They're getting very close to our tank. Looks like they popped that one guy. If they had AT grenades, that would have been the end of that tank. And I would hope on a harder difficulty the AI would be a little better. But again, this is just for demonstration purposes. Now look at that. See, look at our 40mm just unloading into the back of our Greyhound. If that vehicle was repairable, that could have been the end of that vehicle. You know, sometimes you can't get around to it because you're in the the heat of battle, and so that could be a real bad time. Unfortunately, we can't repair this vehicle now, and we do have a tank crew here, and of course he can grab anything out of the back of this as we want. We've already grabbed out, I think, the repair kit. 50 cal is pretty much empty, but we could give the steward a little bit more ammunition, so let's do that now. We'll kind of get him to a close. Oh, and he's down. Then that's because of the Lucius over there. Lucia, how rude, sir. Oh, he can actually shoot pretty far, but you know what? I can probably shoot even further. If I aim towards a tree, I can do this little trick, where I can shoot through the tree with AP rounds. Of course, I knocked it over with the HE. You're supposed to use AP, but not too big of a deal. We're going to just let him defend himself. That Lucius ain't going to go anywhere, but our tank should. Let's go ahead and kill that. One of our hiding spots. We've now been tracked by something. What the hell was that?
Yes, sir. Fire!
Oh. I see you. That is an Offs J now. Excuse me while I focus on destroying him. As you see, that AP round probably just went through his face, that guy. I am shooting through the building to hit the top of this turret. Our armor's pretty superior to that. Oh, there we go. That's what we needed. Goodbye. So buildings can be destroyed completely. Levolution, baby. Levolution. So everything's been tracked, but I'm not going to move it too far. I'm not even going to try to repair it. Actually, using that tank crew would have been a good job. Actually, this guy could repair. Why not? Have our single submachine gunner here grab that. He may have had a repair kit on him. Not all the troops have that, but maybe that's a new AI thing. They used to walk up to the tank and pick out the repair kit, and sometimes it would get a little buggy depending on where your vehicle stalled. You would basically come to a grinding halt in your repairs because the AI couldn't figure it out. You can hear the Germans just shouting everything. Those voices, by the way, are from the original. They hopefully will be changed in the future. Got some riflemen here who need some ammo. Apparently, I don't know why these guys are carrying MG, but it's kind of interesting. I don't know why I can... Oh, I see. Each little clip carries about 25 over. So we'll give this guy about 75 rounds. And that's a machine gunner there, so he's the one who needs the MG. 450 rounds, that should take him to the end of the game. Lucius there, or Lucii. We'll roll up on him. He's still shooting. That's bad for us. Bad for business. Shoot through that. He's been taken out even though they're... Oh, I guess there was a hull damage. Whoa. And it looks like one more N is coming up. We'll get him. By the way, the reason you didn't see... You want to make sure it's green. If you see red, it means something's in the way. And right there you see the side of the wall. So let's bro down with him. Oh, and it looks like our turret's been damaged on that. Oh, and it's in fact, the thing's completely ripped off. So that J's getting aimed. So let's go get him. What's up, Germs? Alright, let's finish this thing. We get the vehicle in front of us. Move back a little bit because of the infantry. Another vehicle on the side destroyed. Whoa, that could have been bad. Crash-wise. And... Oh, come on now. We're hitting that wall there. Alright, I think our... I should turn to a different target. Hull damage there on that one. Move up just a little bit. There we go. So that should be it. Gonna go ahead and back up there, and here comes our Hellcats, our regular Shermans. I guess we're gonna have to push them out again. Oh, that's mission completed. Great job. You made Uncle Sam proud. Well, good. So, anyway, enemy losses 517 men and 28 vehicles. Friendly losses 47 men and 2 vehicles. So there you go. So we'll go ahead and hit continue, which allows you to kind of continue playing through and killing off the enemy if you want. But that's actually, I guess we can repair our vehicles. But that's it for now. So let's go ahead and hit escape on that. It does tell you, by the way, that's completed. And you can just hit that and it'll bring you back. So that's the end for the missions. Let's go ahead and just take one quick peek then at the multiplayer. So we have internet and LAN. I wonder if internet still asks for your CD. If it does, I'll just end the video here. And I think it is all matchmaking from this point. So you can see Spring is 1v1, Coldstream 2v2, Urban Garden 2v2, Oasis 3v3, Hutar and Foothills, all the way up to 8v8s and possibly more. So Spring 1v1s, I'll be showing you that in the future. I've been hearing a lot of problems about single player and that. We actually have some XP now. 250 out of 325 to get out of our first rank and to unlock some other vehicles. So it gives you a reason to test out the single player, and we'll go into multiplayer another time. So until next time, friends and fans, this is Raptor showing you some downloadable and user-generated contents that are available in the bonus content. That'll be some stuff in the Steam Workshop. But until next time, this is Raptor for the rest of the Rat Pack, reminding you to keep the password and pimp hand strong. I'll see you. Tell a friend, like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.